Hello, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, people, and welcome just to a different video, just rambling on about West Ham. Make sure to leave a like on the video, and make sure to subscribe if you are new. We're trying to reach 1K before the Premier League season ends, and we're just over 30 away from 800. So if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. It really helps out the channel and stuff, and like the video as well, as it helps the algorithm. Um, yeah, let's get straight into it, people. We're going to talk about mainly the game, kind of what we learned from the Chelsea game, but also whether West Ham are going in a different direction or not. So let's get into it. We need to talk about Mohamed Kudus. Because it baffles me for why he has dipped so much. And the reason why I say that is because when you were watching him under the previous managers, you can tell that there was a footballer there, but he hasn't got the right manager to get the best out of him. He's been given the freedom to, well, he hasn't been given the freedom to really get the best out of his actual abilities, with driving with the ball, taking people on and running through, etc. We only see that in moments. So we needed an actual coach to really get the best of his abilities. And as much as it's early in the Potter reign right now, I'm not really looking at Potter when it comes to this. But right now, Mohamed Kudus has not impressed at all under Graham Potter. One good half against Aston Villa in the FA Cup, dipped in the second half. One good first half against Fulham, dipped in the second half. One good first half against Crystal Palace and then dipped in the second half. There was a theme there. Against Aston Villa, he was just not good. He just wasn't good in the Premier League game against Aston Villa. He just wasn't good in the general game itself. Against Chelsea, as much as he slightly improved in the second half, the first half was a big detriment in terms of his build-up play. You know that when Mohamed Kudus is about to run into the first two phases of play, he's about to do something stupid. Like when he's running from the right-hand side, puts his back into the player, runs with the ball, and fails to do something anything of worth, and just sends a random diagonal or a lump in the ball in the air, putting players under pressure for no reason. And especially when you're cross-fielding the balls to someone like an Aaron Cresswell on the other side who is like 38. So this is the last person you want to put under pressure right now. One of the least mobile players in the whole squad. But the only good things that we saw from Kudus came in like a couple of seconds, really, where he was shielding Colwell a bit, trying to spin Colwell. He was really getting onto Colwell's case, don't get me wrong. But it was kind of more to do with Colwell capitulating rather than Mohamed Kudus actually doing anything of note. And you need to see a bit more clinicality once he gets to 24, 25. He's not really that young anymore where you need to be this raw. I understand maybe you're a bit underdeveloped, but if you're going to, let's say he doesn't move next summer, we need to see a more developed Mohamed Kudus. And to be honest, you kind of run out of excuses, and there's only so much that fans can really say, especially fans like myself who have given you, the defense. We've given you the defense when it comes to the previous managers, you playing on the left-hand side, etc. But we need to see more from you now. But that's just him. I'm not going to really, like, before the Chelsea game, for me, it wasn't about the manager, because I know how the manager's going to set up. I know how the manager's going to play. And when you watch the game back, it's similar to how he's approached playing at Stamford Bridge before with his Brighton team that got the 1-1 draw when Welbeck scored at the end. I'm pretty sure Chelsea had Thomas Tuchel. It was kind of a similar approach where he's still playing football, but only you press at times and sometimes you sit a bit deeper, etc. Like, it was good organization. And to be fair, Chelsea didn't cut for us. They still made their chances. They did well to make their chances, etc. But they were the second goal wasn't easily defensible, but they made their own luck by putting the ball there, by Cole Palmer putting the ball there. I don't know why Sky Sports are trying to suck Cole Palmer off by saying he's cold as ice for, causing an own goal, but he still did well there. With the Neto goal, we should do better for that. We should do better for that with the defending. Kudus needs to do better tracking back, but also Emerson for Neto. Like, Emerson needs to do better there. He's just walking. Needs to do way better. But with the whole team in general, I'm looking at the players. I saw Andy Irving put a really, really good performance up until like the 70th minute, where I think it may have been match sharpness, but he was moving a bit rash. But he understood the assignment, and I want to see that midfield going forward a little bit more. Irving and Souček compared to Irving and Alvarez. That's what I want to see more. When it comes to Graham Potter. The only thing I'll criticise him for was taking off Sufal for Mavropanos. It's mad. I'm saying that Sufal shouldn't have been taken off because he actually played really well. He was one of our better players, and he understood the assignment playing the three at the back, right centre back role. Mavropanos came on, and we looked shaky. We looked way more open, and we conceded 2 goals straight after that. He also tried that stupid long shot at the end, which we could have just created a chance to get an equaliser from. Also with Luis Guilherme, only had a few minutes at the end, but it was a good sub by Potter to take Cresswell off of him. If you're going to play Mavropanos, we need to go back to the four at the back and play Guilherme as the winger role that he likes to play, like Potter likes to play in his system. I would like to see Guilherme there because Guilherme is not going anywhere in the transfer window because the transfer window closed yesterday. So if he's not going to leave, play him. We didn't sign him for no reason. I don't think Potter will. I don't think Potter sees what we see as much as he's ruthless. We're fans, so we see things differently. So I think Kudus and Paquetá will still get their chances, but I do think when everyone's fully fit, hopefully by the Brentford game, Paquetá and Kudus do need to hold bench for a little bit. I need to see Ferguson, Bowen, and Somerville as the front three. I need to see Guilherme as the wing back, either Emerson or Ollie Scholes. Either way, I'm fine with whoever plays left wing back out of them two because Ollie Scholes has come on, done really well, defending like a madman. He only really got knocked past by Neto once. He held himself up really well, and every time he's been on the pitch, he's made an impact. I think a lot of people were worried when Lopetegui was here. He came on against Brighton and looked very rash against Minte, but under this manager, he's really trusted him. Obviously, had that really, really good game in the FA Cup, and it's made an impact in every Premier League game that we've had, even the game we lost against Crystal Palace. He showed himself. I think Lewis Orford looks a bit raw, but I'd like to see more minutes. But I also do think it says a lot about him that Potter is trusting him at this current moment in time, playing him against Palace and this game. And he wants him in the squad. He's not even been in the squad for the under-21s in a while. So it kind of says a lot about him. I think I did say when Potter was here, he'll like Lewis Orford. He will like Lewis Orford. I would like to see him start one game, but whether that's going to happen, I don't know. I think Irving getting a chance kind of says all you need to know about the midfield. But then again, Edson Alvarez was also out. Don't know why, but I think he picked up an injury in training, according to ex-West Ham employee, if I'm not mistaken. So there's that as well. But also for me, that should just be the midfield now. Irving and Souček. Souček winning the ball back, Irving distributing the ball, and then one of them could go forward when they need to. It's actually quite balanced for two players that are actually like two number 8s. They're basically both number 8s, but both don't shadow away from the defensive work. I think they both need to be the midfield from now on. Not Alvarez. Not Alvarez. No. But you saw it. You're seeing the quality on the pitch. So you're seeing the quality at hand where Mavropanos came on, the quality dipped. He's actually getting more out of Sufal and Cresswell. So when Potter does get his players, I think we'll be fine. But how fine we will be, I don't know. But as much as I want to be patient, I want to see this club back him. We backed a wrong manager in the summer. We shouldn't have hired him in the first place. Now that we've got an actual coach, let's see what we can do. But also, are we going in a different direction? And the reason why I say it, I think it works hand in hand with what the owner wants to do and what the fans want. And hear me out for just a second. I think it's the sole direction. I think you're going to see the main direction is that West Ham dip into the youth team. Because Potter was at the youth game as well today, watching the under-18s win on penalties against Manchester United in the Premier League Cup. We're into the semi-final now with the under-18s. You're seeing Joshua Jala score every game at every level. You're seeing Potter Potter and his coaches were at the previous under-21 game, I'm pretty sure as well. I can't remember who that was against. It was the game before the Crystal Palace game. So I can't remember who that was against. But also, he's given Orford a chance. He's giving Scholes a chance. Casey's in the squad. Don't know whether he'll get a go, but I feel like he should get somewhat of a go. And then you may also see Freddie Potts get a go next year. George Urphy get a go next year. We're developing a good crop of players, and we might have another group coming through in the under-18s. God knows what Ajala's going to be like, but he probably should have a loan by now because he's scoring a lot in the first team, in a youth team, so he needs first team football. We'll probably flip Callum Marshall. I don't know whether there's going to be a plan for him, but he's in a League One loan, so maybe we'll get a Championship loan next season as well. But I feel like a lot of the youth are going to be considered, which the reason why it might be a good thing, because as much as we don't like the owner, we despise the owner, that's going to let him off in terms of, instead of buying players, we just include it from in-house situations where we can solve it. But also the fans want to see the youth if they're good enough. The fans want to see the youth give a chance. So it kind of goes hand in hand into what the club want, what the owners want, what the manager can do, and what the fans want. So I'd imagine that's going to be included quite a lot. Whether you think that's a good thing or not, I don't know. I think it's somewhat of a good thing, but I don't think that means we need to stop spending. I'm not saying we're going to stop spending altogether, of course not, but we're going to get into the squad rebuild another time, because believe it or not, West Ham still need another rebuild. Make sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. We're on Lewis's channel at 6 for Capital Conflict with Northside and Jay as well. So come and join us for that. And yeah, join me at 10 p.m. With Alfie. We're going to discuss everything Premier League. Make sure to leave a like on the video. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me. The email for the inquiries. And yeah, road to 1K subscribers. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.